Exclusive contract from Feilu Novel Network Novel. Special Forces. Emergency recall after retirement. Veteran Chen Fan, who had just finished buying gifts and was preparing to send them to his comrades' homes, encountered an offline activity by a certain internet celebrity. But because of his simple attire, he was mistaken for a thief. Internet celebrities, in order to shape their image in front of fans, indiscriminately slander and even take action. After a tug and tug, Chen Fan's clothes were torn on the spot. The next second, the entire scene completely quieted down. Because they saw countless scars on Chen Fan's body. And these scars represent glory. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Internet Celebrity Activities, Mistakenly Identified as Thieves. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. Chapter 1. Internet Celebrity Activities, Mistakenly Identified as Thieves. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward Bin Hai City. The performance stage at the Goodall Mall Center. A large group of people are gathered here, huddling in front and behind. The stage is surrounded by cameras, and in the middle is a stylish and handsome boy. He painted his makeup and wore an official fake smile on his face. This is an activity where popular online anchors distribute gifts offline to give back to fans. Offline gift giving, online live streaming gift giving. Among them, the hottest male anchor at the moment, Jiugeng, holds a gift and smiles brightly at his fans on stage. Babies, don't squeeze. There are plenty of gifts. After speaking, Jiugeng waved his hand at the fans and pretended to be friendly. A fan of a otaku girl in the audience immediately covered her heart and shouted, "Jian is blinking at me. Jian is discharging at me. I want to brush gifts for Jian. Brush 10 rockets." After finishing speaking, the otaku picked up the phone that was playing Jiugeng's live broadcast. She directly used her credit card to deposit money, and loitering in Jiugeng's live broadcast room was like 10 rockets. Jiugeng on stage saw the rocket record and smiled, saying, "Thank you for the 10 rockets of, I only love Jian in this life." "I love you," the otaku in the audience shouted again, "Jian. I am here. It's me. I am the only one who loves Jian in this life." Upon seeing this, Jiugeng smiled at the otaku. "Thank you for your kindness, little sister. Thank you for your rocket. This box of bird's nest is for you." Jiugeng held out the bird's nest with both hands, and the staff took it and handed it to the maid. Jiugeng continued, "This is the best bird's nest. It's very nourishing, little sister. Remember to eat. Take care of your body." The otaku under the stage tightly hugged the bird's nest, her gaze fixed on Jiugeng. Although she can no longer afford her credit card, she has been overdue several times. "But I brushed 10 rockets. I received care and gifts from Jiugeng. It's worth it." Jiugeng said to the live broadcast device, "The little sister who just brushed the rocket for me has received my bird's nest. Next, we have many more gifts to give out." Jiugeng just finished speaking, and the barrage whizzed. "Brother Jian is really gentle, he must be an angel. Brush gifts. Be sure to brush gifts for Brother Jian. I'm also on site. I also want to brush 10 rockets for Brother Jian. I also want Brother Jian's bird's nest. I also brush it. As long as I can get the care of Brother Jian. How many rockets are worth it?" In an instant, a rocket rain flew over Jiugeng's live broadcast room. Jiugeng's heart was overjoyed, but his face still had the usual fake smile. These fools, just say a few words and spend so much money. Jiugeng cursed inwardly, but his expression remained beautiful. He continued, "Did the ladies who just gave me gifts be present at the scene? We still haven't sent out hide glue and bird's nest. These are good for the ladies' health, they must eat them." Jiugeng just finished fooling his fans and was preparing to give gifts. Li Jian's assistant came to the stage and said in Li Jian's ear, "We have prepared 3 boxes of ass-hide glue, and 3 boxes of bird's nest are missing. Hurry up and find it." Li Jian shouted in a displeased tone, using a voice that only the two of them could hear. "You can throw away everything you've prepared. Are you a waste?" Li Jian cursed with his mouth, but his expression remained unchanged, still pretending to be friendly. "Sorry, I'm sorry, I'll look for it right away. If I can't find it, I'll buy it again." The staff apologized and quickly left. Li Jian continued to explain the situation to the fans on site and those watching the live broadcast. "Sorry babies, our gift has a small problem. The gift was accidentally lost. The staff has already gone to solve the problem. Please wait for the fans on site." Just as Li Jian finished speaking, the barrage went around again. "I feel sorry for Brother Jian. How could the gift be in good condition and not be seen? Could someone have stolen it? It must be it. Someone must have stolen something. Someone must have known about Jian's live streaming gift giving, so they deliberately came to steal things." A barrage of comments flooded the scene, and fans spontaneously wanted to help Li Jian find something. "Brother Jian, don't panic. We'll help you find it. Brother Jian. It's okay. There's also us." The fans below shouted loudly and spontaneously wanted to find something. Li Jian, who originally only wanted the staff to solve the problem, saw this situation and began to curse in his heart. "I used to fool around and it was over, but these brainless fans are so serious. If something really gets stolen, he must have killed that thief. Look. Is it ass-hide glue and bird's nest that the man is carrying? It seems that the bird's nest is the same as the gift of Brother Jian." A fan suddenly shouted. "Just now, he seems to come out from the backstage. He also carries ass-hide glue and bird's nest. What he is holding may not be the gift from Brother Jian." Li Jian said, looking in the direction of the fan's fingers. "I saw a skinny man not far ahead. He was wearing a washed white hoodie, and the shoes on his feet were also miscellaneous sports shoes from the affordable mall. He carried 2 boxes of ass-hide glue and 2 boxes of bird's nest in his hand. Although the quantity was wrong, the thing he was carrying was exactly the same as the gift brand Li Jian lost." Li Jian felt unhappy in his heart. Damn it. How dare you steal his things? He must get the things back. Not just to bring things back. And expose this guy directly. Let him die socially. Li Jian stood up directly and rushed towards the man in plain attire. Moment Li Jian's fans also gathered around. Surround the people directly. Chapter 2. Standing on the high ground of justice. Kneeling down. You are listening at novel.Audio. Chapter 2. Standing on the high ground of justice. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward. Suddenly, so many people appeared in front of Chen Fan, and the road was blocked. His eyes darkened as he prepared to squeeze through the crowd and leave. Li Jian stood in front of Chen Fan and pretended to speak heavily. "Do you know that you stole a gift from my fan? These are all my gratitude gifts to my fans. Does this mean a lot to me? Are you saying, steal or steal? Li Jian deliberately showed a heart-wrenching expression, pretending to care for his fans. The well-known anchor is able to earn another wave of popularity by facing the thief directly for his fans. The fans next to him are indiscriminate and even more angry than Li Jian himself. Stealing in broad daylight. Why are you so shameless? You have hands and feet. Don't work hard. How could you steal something from our brother Jian? I'm shameless. Damn it. The sound of verbal abuse and accusations echoed around them, and they came straight in without any evidence. After all, Chen Fan in front of him doesn't seem to have the appearance of being able to purchase these high-end gifts. And these gifts are worth thousands of yuan, which is not affordable for ordinary people to afford. But Chen Fan raised his eyes and did not respond. He turned around, ready to leave in a different direction. But there are also fans of Li Jian surrounding, and the blockade is even tighter. Li Jian questioned Chen Fan, "Why do you want to steal things?" The time for questioning had already been calculated in his mind. The feedback gift from a well-known anchor's fans was stolen, and the anchor made every effort to catch the thief and eliminate harm for the people. This news is explosive enough, he can just sell a wave of personas and deceive fans to brush a wave of gifts. Chen Fan looked coldly at Li Jian in front of him. Faced with the siege of dozens of people, he remained calm and said, "I bought the things myself." Just as the words fell, Li Jian's assistant rushed over and let out a roar. The assistant accused Chen Fan, "Did you buy it yourself? Don't talk nonsense. You walk in the direction of our backstage. Our things will be gone. What you are holding is exactly the same thing as our gift. How dare you say you didn't steal it? Just now, my assistant was scolded by Li Jian, and he was so angry that he wanted to pull out the culprit and beat him up. Now he feels that Chen Fan stole something, which is an indiscriminate accusation, venting his dissatisfaction. The assistant continued to criticize. A box of ass-hide glue in your hand is 15,000, and a box of bird's nest is 2,000. I don't know if the clothes and shoes you're wearing add up to 200 yuan. Can you afford such a good thing? After the assistant finished speaking, Li Jian also spoke up. Being poor is not scary, what's scary is that the poor heart is bad, bad enough to steal things. This is a gift from me to my fans. It's my heart. You just stole it like this. Won't your conscience hurt? Li Jian spoke with a look of loss and sorrow. In an instant, the fans next to me exploded. This person is so despicable. He actually bullied Brother Jian. Brother Jian just wants to return our gift. How could this person not return it? It's so disgusting. Return the things. We must return the things to Brother Jian. Except for the excited fans on site, Li Jian's live broadcast room was also bombed. The barrage in the live broadcast room was full of accusations against Chen Fan. This person is dressed in tattered clothes, clearly a beggar. How could they afford high-end gifts? Didn't we just say it all? He came out directly from the backstage, he's definitely the thief. Do people with hands and feet still do such sneaky things? It's disgusting. The assistants who are still using this phone to live stream have all seen these barrage comments. He continued to force Chen Fan, "We Jian are big anchors. We have a great influence. You stole something. It will soon become a hot topic on the internet." Li Jian also criticized Chen Fan with a gift. "One last chance, give back the things to my fans. This is their gift." Chen Fan frowned. The noisy voices around were all noisy, and the situation became increasingly tense. "I said, I bought it, don't you understand?" Chen Fan spoke again. He had a gloomy expression and had no intention of dealing with these people. Chen Fan tried to move again, and the female fans gathered around again. He took out his phone to check the time, after all, he was in a hurry and wanted to leave. But I didn't expect the assistant to take action directly at this moment, grabbing things. Pop. Chen Fan's phone was hit on the ground, and the assistant stepped on it directly. The assistant is all focused on grabbing things, regardless of whether he has damaged Chen Fan's phone. Chen Fan's gaze fell on the broken phone, his gaze deep. He has been using this phone for 4 years and it contains a lot of important information. And now, it's gone. Chen Fan's hands tightly grasped ass-hide glue and bird's nest in his hands, and did not move. The assistant tugged hard at the gift box, but Chen Fan didn't let go. Li Jian couldn't help but feel angry at this posture. Stolen his things. Do you still want to cheat? No way. Li Jian accused Chen Fan of standing on a moral high ground and said, "This is a gift I have prepared for my fans. How could you be so greedy? If you were caught stealing, you wouldn't return it. I want to reveal your ugly face. You are a social trash. You must be severely punished. Have hands and feet, don't do anything serious. Do you deserve society? Li Jian shouted out in self-proclaimed indignation. His fans also boiled along. The female fans next to her pointed at Chen Fan's nose and cursed loudly. Waste air. Waste food. One scumbag. You act as a thief and harm society. I'm sorry for the country. I'm sorry for society. You stole something from Jian. You hurt us. You're sorry for our millions of fans. Send him to prison. Let him experience the taste of labor reform. Let him never want to harm society again in his lifetime. Apart from criticism from surrounding fans, online fans are also not idle. Some fans have already started writing posts. I want human flesh, this scumbag who wastes national food. I want to expose him all over the internet. Dare to bully our brother Jian. We're making it difficult for him to live a good life. Human flesh is his. We absolutely cannot tolerate the existence of such thieves. Today he can steal from brother Jian's head. Tomorrow he can steal from the gold and silver shop. He must be a habitual thief. Amidst the insults, Chen Fan's gaze grew heavier and his face stiffened. Sorry country. Sorry society. Sorry to the people. Haha. Chen Fan is still confronting Li Jian's assistant. He didn't let go, and the assistant didn't let go either. Pop. Suddenly, the handle of the gift box was torn and the box was torn open. The bird's nest in a glass bottle fell to the ground and broke. Ass-hide glue also leaked and scattered all over the floor. Chen Fan looked down at the things on the ground. He was silent, and his fists gradually tightened. At this moment, Li Jian couldn't help but pounce on Chen Fan like a mad dog. Chapter 3. Eliminating harms for the people, strike hard. Kneel down. You are listening at novel full.audio. Chapter 3. Eliminating harms for the people, strike hard. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward. Li Jian grabbed Chen Fan by the collar and glared fiercely at him. He angrily cursed, you scumbag. I must teach you a lesson. Strive for justice for society. Li Jian's words had just fallen, and the female fans around her were instantly delusional. Oh my goodness. Brother Jian is so handsome when fighting. Brother Jian's movements are so charming. This is the man. Brother Jian, this is called punishing evil and eliminating evil. I want to give Brother Jian crazy gifts. Encourage his brave behavior. Brother Jian. Come on. Kill this scumbag in society. The screen in the live broadcast room has countless, 666, buttons, all of which are praising Li Jian. Brother Jian, come on. Thank you for punishing the scumbags in society. I want to record Brother Jian's heroic behavior. Post it online. What a pity I didn't cheer on the scene. At the same time, Li Jian's fist had already been swung out. Bang. The sound of punches coming out. The fans around were momentarily stunned and took a deep breath. Immediately afterwards, there was even stronger anger. Because while Li Jian was punching, Chen Fan quickly swung his fist out. Chen Fan's speed is faster. The fist style is even more fierce. Great strength. With a single punch, Li Jian fell to the ground, his mouth dripping with blood. The assistant quickly stepped forward to assist Li Jian. Li Jian spat out the blood in his mouth and surprisingly, a tooth fell out along with him. Li Jian people are all foolish. Chen Fan looks very thin. How could the strength be so great? Brother Jian. Brother Jian. Are you okay? The fans collapsed and shouted. You scumbag. How could you beat Brother Jian? You stole something from Brother Jian. You even hit Brother Jian. You're still not human. Assistant. Hurry up. You can't let Brother Jian suffer alone. Fans are encouraging on the side. The assistant looked at this posture, and even if he had to grit his head, he would have to go. After all the money they earn is from searching for fans. Don't you have to do whatever fans say? Damn it. Li Jian cursed and rushed forward with his assistant. Chen Fan's indifferent gaze fell on Li Jian and his assistant. Li Jian and his assistant waved their fists at the same time and attacked Chen Fan. Chen Fan took a step back and suddenly rose into the air. He knocked down Li Jian with one kick. Another kick aimed straight at the assistant's chest. The assistant and Li Jian struggled on the ground for a while with a painful expression on their faces before barely standing up. Afterwards, 3 more staff members joined and prepared to surround Chen Fan. They were just a group of people who couldn't compare to a skinny Chen Fan, and the one who was beaten was really miserable. Seeing this situation, the fans around me went crazy. There's no way. The thief hit someone. Brother Jian eradicated harm for the people. But he was beaten by a thief. This thief is too reckless. Is there no justice in this world? Why should good people be wronged? Let this scumbag be okay. The previous otaku named Only Love Jian in this life rushed straight to Chen Fan. She pointed her finger at Chen Fan's pointed nose and cursed, "Do you still have human nature? Do you still have conscience? Even though you stole something. How dare you hit Brother Jian? You scumbag. You shouldn't have lived in this world at all." As the otaku spoke, tears of sadness and anger even fell from her eyes. Why? Why should good people be wronged? Let this thief be rampant. Is there still justice left? The otaku couldn't help but go scratch Chen Fan. Chen Fan took a step and didn't take any action, just looking at the homestead girl with an indifferent gaze. The otaku accidentally fell to the ground. Oh my goodness. He actually hit women. He has no human nature. This dead scumbag. That's too much. Punish him. We must punish him. Our society doesn't need such people. We don't need such scumbags. Meanwhile, the fans in the live broadcast room have also gone crazy. They kept carrying slogans such as "Sorrow for Brother Jian" and "Punish the scumbags of society." Fans have even written several posts in a row and posted them on various platforms. Combined with live streaming images, the entire process of Chen Fan's theft and assault was maliciously edited and discussed. In addition, with countless fan posts, in just over 10 minutes, the post directly became popular and caused a sensation. Chen Fan, on the other hand, was scolded by the entire internet, accusing him of disrespecting society and not living to step on the land of his motherland. At the scene, several female fans stood hand in hand, extremely determined. We need to protect Brother Jian. We need to punish scumbags. Never let good people feel cold-hearted. We cannot let this society's scumbags be rampant. The female fans were shouting together, wanting to fight with Chen Fan over Li Jian. Other staff members, in response to the female fans, also gathered around. They were all waiting fiercely for Chen Fan, as if to carry out an extremely grand action to eliminate evil. But they forgot that they had no evidence to prove that Chen Fan was a thief. They forgot that Li Jian lost 3 boxes of birds' nests and 3 boxes of ass-hide glue. Chen Fan is holding 2 boxes of ass-hide glue and 2 boxes of birds' nests as gifts. At the same time, more and more people rushed over. The mall security also heard the commotion, and around 20 people rushed over holding electric batons, ready to clean up Chen Fan together. This is the most popular live broadcast feedback fan activity for live streamers. Just like a big star. Something happened. They must protect Li Jian. Li Jian's confidence surged as he looked at the more than 100 people around him. He pointed his finger at Chen Fan and cursed angrily, "Now. Let's take care of you scumbag together." Chapter 4. First strike, chaos on the scene. Kneel down. You are listening at novel full.audio. Chapter 4. First strike, chaos on the scene. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward. Chen Fan is facing one enemy and 100, and the situation is tense. The security guards approached Chen Fan holding electric batons, and the next second was the moment when they took action. Just then, a sudden sound sounded. Received a report from the public that there was a crowd causing trouble in the center of the good mall. Inspector J arrived. J received a report from the crowd in the shopping mall that someone had gathered to fight. In addition, online videos and posts were in high demand, and J inspectors rushed to the scene in a hurry. As soon as the 4 J inspectors arrived, the people on site immediately gathered a lot. The security guards holding electric batons hid them behind their backs. The originally angry and arrogant fans immediately changed their faces, as if they were a vulnerable group who bullied more over less. Li Jian also put away his previous anger and turned it into grievances and unwillingness. Only Chen Fan's expression remained as plain as ever. Li Jian took the initiative and reported to Jay Cha first. He said with grief and anger, "Officer J, you must seek justice for us. I am a host and holding a fan feedback event. I have prepared generous gifts. But halfway through, our 10,000 yuan gift was missing. It was stolen by this person. We wanted to retrieve something, but he dropped it. He even beat me and the staff." Li Jian vividly described it. Fans next to him all testified. "Officer J, Brother Jian is right. I can testify. It is indeed this person who stole things. We've just been live streaming. There's a video to prove it. This scumbag not only steals things, but also beats people." The homestead girl followed suit and cried, "Uncle J, he even hit me. Woo-woo." Jay checked the situation at the scene and then looked at the clothes on Li Jian and his assistants. Take another look at Chen Fan, who has an indifferent and undamaged face. "Did you steal it?" Jay Cha asked Chen Fan. Jay Cha has observed that gifts are indeed valuable and are all top-notch supplements. Although Jay Cha doesn't know Li Jian, watching his live broadcast and feedback event held so grandly, he is not a poor person. If it weren't for the fact that the things were really lost, they wouldn't have made such a fuss. On the other hand, Chen Fan doesn't look like a wealthy person in his attire, and his consumption has indeed exceeded his image. In addition, Chen Fan's assault and his unusual demeanor also made J inspectors suspect that something was wrong with Chen Fan. "No," Chen Fan denied, "I bought it." "Is there any evidence?" Jay Cha asked. "Mobile payment information," Chen Fan said as he picked up the phone that had just been crushed by his assistant. "Is it broken?" Jay frowned and checked Chen Fan's phone. "The entire screen is shattered and there is no way to turn it on." Chen Fan responded in a muffled voice. But Jay's gaze upon Chen Fan changed slightly. They asked again, "Where's the shopping receipt?" "I didn't take it, you can go to checkout counter 3 at the supermarket upstairs to check the records," Chen Fan replied. "We will send someone upstairs to check the shopping records. You can follow us back to the police station to investigate and record a statement." Jay Cha's tone was noticeably stronger. "There is no shopping receipt, and the phone with payment records is broken again. In addition, Chen Fan hit someone and had a dispute with them. There are so many witnesses at the scene who say Chen Fan stole something. It is difficult for Jay Cha not to doubt Chen Fan, and he must take the person back for a detailed investigation." Chen Fan refused, "I'm not available. He has already wasted half an hour here, he still has very important things to do, it's too late." "I see you're not empty. You're bottomless, are you?" The otaku beside couldn't bear to watch. She hoped that the J inspectors could capture Chen Fan, punish him severely, and breathe a sigh of relief for her Jian brother. With the otaku being the first to speak, other fans also complained along. You have the guts to steal things. You have the guts to hit people. You don't have the guts to admit it. I really don't understand how there can be trash people like you in society. Don't contribute to society. Instead, sneak around. Uncle J, you must take this thief away. Our live broadcast room has millions of fans watching. We all hope you can host it fairly. As soon as these words were spoken, Inspector J's pressure suddenly increased. In the era of the internet, a negative piece of information can overwhelm people. They are enforcing the law under the gaze of millions of people and must be strict. You must come back to the police station with us. You must cooperate with our investigation and evidence collection. Inspector J's tone became even stronger. Chen Fan pursed his lips, feeling displeased in his heart. He has no intention of maneuvering, but wants to leave directly. After all, his affairs are really important. And he did not steal anything, taking action is a legitimate defense, everything is reasonable and legal. He is not a criminal. Hold him down. A J inspector believed that Chen Fan was being guilty and wanted to escape, so he immediately took action with the other J inspectors. For J inspectors directly held down Chen Fan, even pulling out handcuffs to try to handcuff him. Li Jian beside him was quite excited and shouted, "Thank you, Officer J, for eliminating harm to the people." The other female fans were also full of excitement. After all, the thief who stole from Brother Jian has been caught. Chen Fan, on the other hand, dodged to avoid direct conflict with the J inspectors. The J inspectors didn't catch Chen Fan, but grabbed his clothes. Between pulling and pulling, the elasticity of the clothes is pulled to the extreme. Wow! Chen Fan's clothes were actually torn open. The next scene. But it shocked everyone in the room. Chen Fan's body was covered in numerous scars. Gunshot wounds alone have 7 or 8 scars. There is also a long scar on his back, which is slightly pink, indicating that it has just recovered. The skin on Chen Fan's arm is blurred, which is a mark of being burned by the scorching fire. Besides, there are countless small wounds. What kind of person is it? Will you only have such terrifying scars on your body? Chapter 5. The Baptism of War, Full of Honor. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. Chapter 5. The Baptism of War, Full of Honor. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward. At the moment when everyone at the scene saw the scar on Chen Fan's body, the whole scene fell silent. The expressions on each face are intricate and complex. What kind of person would have such diverse scars on their body? Li Jian frowned, feeling an unconscious unease in his heart. No wonder this person is so capable of fighting. With so many injuries on his body, he appears to be a fugitive, not a good troublemaker. Thinking of this, Li Jian felt flustered. But on second thought, he is a well-known online anchor with millions of fans. Now millions of fans are watching his live broadcast. Everyone is defending him. He has nothing to be afraid of. In this way, he will definitely be able to create more heat. Famous anchors catch thieves with their own hands. The thief has a mysterious identity. He has taken over all the hot searches. Officer J. This person has a problem. I am willing to cooperate with J's investigation. Li Jian has shown extreme integrity, appearing as a righteous citizen. Officer J, if you ask me to take notes and conduct evidence investigations at J Bureau, I can cooperate. Li Jian's words of justice fell through, and fans immediately cheered and praised him. Our Jian brother is really great. He is making contributions to social harmony. How precious is Brother Jian's time. He is someone who earns tens of thousands of yuan every minute. He is willing to sacrifice his time to cooperate with the investigation. He is truly selfless. Brother Jian. Don't worry. We'll make up for the time you've lost. We absolutely can't let you waste your time. Waste your money. Yes. We're crowdfunding. Let's brush gifts for Brother Jian together. Help him make money. Soon, this group of fans started brushing up gifts again in Li Jian's live broadcast room. The fans who are watching the live broadcast online are also extremely emotional. I also want to brush gifts for Brother Jian. I can't make good people feel cold. Speaking of which, why haven't Inspector J arrested the thief yet? I'm still waiting for them to bring justice to Brother Jian. Shouldn't it be J inspectors who are afraid? After all, that person's scar looks very scary, and he is likely a very, very bad person. What are Uncle J doing? Since that thief is a particularly bad person, he should have been arrested even more. There was a heated discussion online, and everyone was fighting against injustice. In fact, the J inspectors were not afraid, but ashamed. Shamed for his previous tough behavior towards Chen Fan. They have been dealing with countless cases and interacting with countless people since J years ago. They have also seen various dangerous situations. How could they not know how Chen Fan's injury came from? There have been several dangerous missions that their J side was unable to handle. There will be military personnel coming to rescue and solve the problem. And these soldiers gamble their lives to solve dangerous tasks time and time again. They carry everyone's hope and everything on their shoulders. They carry a heavy burden and move forward, fearless of difficulties and pain. Their bodies were attacked by bullets and artillery fire, and they also faced the blade head on. And these scars on Chen Fan's body. It was left behind by fighting against terrorists. Such a soldier. Iron-blooded warrior. How could he possibly steal someone else's gift? How could you do such a thing as touching a chicken and stealing a dog? Impossible. Looking at the injuries on Chen Fan's body, for J inspectors felt a pang of pain in their hearts. Their eyes were slightly moist and turned red. A J inspector crouched in Chen Fan's ear and whispered, "Are you a soldier?" "That's a thing of the past," Chen Fan responded briefly. Upon hearing these words, Inspector J's heart became even more respectful. "I used to be a soldier, but now I'm not. And there are so many injuries on his body. Obviously, it is to maintain peace in the motherland. Seriously injured. I have to retire in the end." The fans next to him saw that Jay Cha hadn't started yet, but instead whispered to Chen Fan. I saw that the J inspectors did not have the original seriousness and toughness, nor did they have the intention of catching Chen Fan. This group of fans suddenly became unhappy. "Officer J. Why haven't you started yet? You should have roasted him. Give this thief a hard lesson. Uncle J, you are our hope. You have to punish evil and eliminate evil. Look at how badly this thief has beaten our brother Jian. You must let this thief suffer for himself." This group of fans chattered and defended Li Jian. When Jay heard these indiscriminate roars, they couldn't help but feel angry. Thief. Hitting someone. If they didn't know Chen Fan's identity, they might still be able to trust him by 3 points. But looking at the current situation, look at this group of aggressive people. The J inspectors were very clear in their hearts. If it weren't for being forced and helpless, how could Chen Fan have taken action? 20 or so security guards, a dozen or so staff members, dozens of fans gathered at the front, along with the makeup-wearing anchor. No matter how they look at it, they are always deceiving the less with more. Mud figurines also have 3 parts of chi, let alone human beings. Alright, you don't have to worry about this matter anymore. We already know what happened, Jay Cha replied indifferently. Upon hearing these words, the fans next to them were extremely excited. After all, they can see with their own eyes that the thief who attacked Li Jian has been caught. However, the next second, the result exceeded their expectations. 4J inspectors respectfully saluted Chen Fan. "Comrade, it's taking up your time. You should leave first." Chapter 6. Poverty is not the original sin. Kneeling and begging for flowers to beat. You are listening at novel full.audio. Chapter 6. Poverty is not the original sin. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward. Upon hearing the news that Inspector J had asked Chen Fan to leave, Li Jian couldn't calm down in an instant. He exclaimed in surprise, "What? Officer J, are you going to let this thief go?" Li Jian never expected this result. If Chen Fan is released, how can his image of punishing evil be established? How else does he get on the trending list? How else can he increase his popularity? The key is that he was also beaten up. He can't swallow this breath. The fans on the side were also unhappy. They cannot watch their Jian brother suffer for nothing. "You're Detective J. How could you let the thief go? He stole the gift that Brother Jian gave us. We must catch him." Fans even burst into tears, defending Li Jian against injustice. J inspectors have a dark face. "Are you trying to interfere with official duties?" a J inspector angrily rebuked. "We will go to the mall for surveillance and also go back to the cashier to look for shopping records. We must do what we need to do." J Chei spoke with righteous words. Not for anything else, just to give an explanation to the people's heroes. They won't let the people be heroes. Will not let the hope and strength of our motherland chill. Speaking, a J inspector arranged for 2 J inspectors to escort Chen Fan away from the crowd. "You two should send him out and not let anyone interfere with his official duties." 2 J inspectors immediately cleared the way for Chen Fan to avoid Li Jian and his crazy fans blocking him. The remaining 2 inspectors went to the mall to retrieve Chen Fan's shopping records and mall surveillance. After all, this is the era of the internet, and the ones who have problems are popular internet anchors. They need to obtain strong evidence to avoid causing trouble for heroes. After the J inspectors left, Li Jian and his fans were all dumbfounded. Damn it! The assistant was furious and cursed. He was also beaten. How could he possibly swallow this breath? Li Jian also pulled his face, looking very angry, but he didn't say much for now. How many fans actually cried directly? The homestead girl cried the most fiercely. "How could you treat our Jian brother like this?" Other fans are also crying and giggling. "Our Jian brother is so kind. So good. How could Jay Chan not help him? That person must have a problem. That thief is so despicable. Do you remember when Jay Cha seemed to lie in the thief's ear and ask something? They must have said something. Right. I remember. Think about the injury on the thief again. It's so terrifying. It's possible that the thief wasn't injured in violation of laws and regulations, but accidentally, so he's relatively poor." Fans began to speculate and fabricate stories. Yes, it must be like this. Inspector J thinks that person is quite pitiful, that's why he let him go. Brain-disabled fans successfully fabricated a nonsensical drama. In their eyes, there is no fairness and justice, no evidence. Only Jian, who has put on makeup, is the truth. After hearing the words of his fans, Li Jian, who had been silent on the side, also began to ponder in his heart. He looked at the live streaming shelf next to him, and then at the live streaming barrage on his phone screen. The barrage is also fighting for Li Jian's grievances. Brother Jian is too wronged. I feel sorry for our brother Jian. Protect our brother Jian. Damn it. How could we let that person go just because he is pitiful? Is injury and poverty the capital of recklessness? Seeing this, Li Jian had a plan in his mind. He stood in front of the live broadcast equipment, looking heartbroken, exhausted, and helpless. Li Jian brewed for a while, making his eyes turn red. He bowed deeply to the fans on site, and then bowed deeply to the audience in the live broadcast room. Li Jian spoke with grief, "Dear fans, I apologize to you all. I'm sorry, I didn't protect the fans' babies' gifts properly and didn't catch the thief. Many fans on site came from out of town to meet me and receive my gifts. But the gift was lost, and the thief who was finally caught was also let go." Speaking, Li Jian bowed again. "I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I let you down." Li Jian desperately sold out. He has discovered new hot business opportunities. Although he acted bravely, he did not catch the hot topic of catching thieves and getting injured. But he can successfully sell a wave of misery. You can use this news to gain more sympathy and popularity. Anyway, based on our previous understanding, the thief who was released was just an incompetent and impoverished person. The situation has escalated, and the thief has no ability to say anything. Li Jian also disregarded the evidence and wanted to seize the opportunity to make a quick profit. After Li Jian's disastrous sale, the barrage in the live broadcast room was full again. Brother Jian's blood at the corner of his mouth hasn't been wiped clean yet. Brother Jian is really pitiful. Brother Jian. It's not your fault. We won't be angry. At the same time, the fans on site were also excited and quickly comforted Li Jian. Brother Jian, it's okay. As long as we can meet you once, we'll be very happy. It's all the thief's fault. Brother Jian, don't blame yourself. Later, Li Jian said to his assistant, "Assistant, you should immediately prepare other gifts to give to my fans. Today is the day to give back to my fans, we cannot let them down." The assistant takes immediate action. Seeing this scene, fans became even more excited. The housewife rushed directly to Li Jian's side and shouted at the live broadcast equipment. "I am also a fan of Brother Jian." Jay Cha saw that the thief was injured and poor, so he let him go. It's really too much. Is poverty a reason for a person to commit a crime? Is pity a reason that can be forgiven? No. I am an official account worker. I want to write a post for Brother Jian. I want to fight against injustice for Brother Jian. Brother Jian is injured and still thinks for us. We also need to help Brother Jian. I hope everyone can contribute to my post. After the angry and passionate speech of the otaku, the live broadcast room began to boil again. I support it. We want human flesh for that thief. Let him never lift his head in this lifetime. Human flesh him. Let him die socially. Let him know that pity is useless. Chapter 7. Soldiers bleed without shedding tears. 7 shifts. You are listening at novel full.audio. Chapter 7. Soldiers bleed without shedding tears. 7 watch. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward. Li Jian felt secretly happy when he saw this situation. This group of intellectually disabled fans, he just sold them pitifully and became boiling. This popularity and search are really effortless. Li Jian bowed again to the camera and the fans present. Thank you for helping me, thank you, really thank you. Li Jian had just finished speaking when a gift rain suddenly started pouring down the screen. Brother Jian, don't be sad. If you're injured, hurry up and see a doctor. I'll give you gifts to see a doctor. Brother Jian, don't cry. We have everything, and we will crowdfund for your medical treatment. Quickly, the assistant and staff also returned with newly purchased gifts, giving gifts to the fans present. The fans on site and in the live broadcast room have started writing posts again. Renowned anchors are dedicated, caring for fans, and even giving gifts to fans to catch thieves and get injured. It's amazing. Pity and poverty are not reasons for crime, we cannot make good people feel cold. Famous anchor Li Jian got injured while catching a thief. The thief was released. One post after another, entertainment media seized the opportunity to write news quickly to gain popularity and make money. Major news apps and video apps are starting to spread this matter. Afterwards, Li Jian organized another group of naval forces, using them to drive fishing boats, desperately selling and attacking human flesh Chen Fan. Even photos of Li Jian seeking medical treatment were released, causing a heated discussion. Li Jian flipped through the comments online, feeling dark and satisfied. Why are people who have not contributed to society still alive? It's simply a waste of social resources. He can use pity to gain sympathy from Jay Cha. Shouldn't it be a fire, and the death of a household registration would be particularly pitiful, right? The truth has been revealed upstairs. I don't think it's as simple as losing a household registration book. That's losing a family tree. Social scum, without any contribution, he wastes air and food. The more Li Jian flipped through the comments, the happier he laughed. Make you do the right thing with me. Steal my things. You deserve it. Li Jian continued to browse while cursing. Suddenly, the web page disappeared directly. The content you searched for does not exist. Li Jian's phone screen displays this message. Li Jian tried to open another web page again, but it appeared that the content you searched for did not exist. He searched for relevant terms in the search box again, but all the news that just made it to the hot search disappeared. Damn it! Li Jian cursed angrily. The next second, Li Jian pushed hot news on his phone. The people's heroes are wronged. We cannot let the people's heroes feel cold-hearted. Why did the anchor falsely accuse the people's heroes? The people's heroes carry a heavy burden for us and move forward. But they are falsely accused as thieves by vulgar anchors. Damn it! Li Jian's heart trembled as he suddenly felt something was not going well. He clicked on the news to check. There is no content edited by major media in the news, only a picture of a statement issued by the Kyushu Youth League. Negative news is flying everywhere in the front, and all relevant news disappears in the second. The new news from major media outlets only includes the title and a picture of a statement from the Kyushu Youth League. It is evident that the situation is serious. With a nervous mind, Li Jian checked the statement of the Kyushu Youth League. After investigation, Chen Fan is a retired soldier and a hero of the people. He has been injured in multiple missions. Rescue hostages threatened by criminals. Dismantle bombs. He has also rushed into large fires to save lives. He is a hero of the people. He is not a thief. Soldier Chen Fan was injured in the actual battle against terrorists. To rescue the people. He resisted the gunfire with his body. Also injured as a result. In order not to drag down the army. He resolutely discharged from the military. Best regards. To the hero Chen Fan. This is the statement of the Kyushu Youth League, followed by a photo of Chen Fan's military personnel. Li Jian was foolish on the spot. The person he is dealing with is not a thief, nor an ordinary person without any defense ability, but a hero of the people. Li Jian's people are all trembling. He used trembling fingers to tap open his scarf again. On the hot search list, the top-ranked one is, "Don't let the people's heroes chill." The second one is, "Heroes carry the weight for us and move forward." The main page of Weibo is also related to updates. The people's hero used his body to resist the artillery fire and bring us peace, but we actually called him a thief. There is also a picture behind the dynamic, showing Chen Fan's body with scars. No one asks in front of the hero's tomb, and the world knows about actors breaking things. This Li Jian is just a vulgar anchor. He's not as good as actors. How dare he say that the people's heroes are thieves? In the era of the internet, can one falsely accuse others without hesitation? Fortunately, the Communist Youth League has issued a statement. Otherwise, our people's heroes would have suffered injustice. I am waiting for Jay's statement. waiting for Jay to release evidence to slap this anchor in the face. This anchor must still be jumping around and saying that the Kyushu Communist Youth League has no evidence. We need to stir things up. At Jay in Binhai City. Li Jian was lost and his trembling and stiff fingers were swiping on the screen. Immediately after, Jay from Binhai City spoke clearly and quickly made headlines. This statement also quickly made it to the hot search. Party Jay of Binhai City. After investigation, the bird's nest and ass hide glue bought by Chen Fan, the people's hero, at Goodall Mall are gifts for the sick mother of his comrades in arms. At the time of the incident, Chen Fan was eager to leave the scene. It's to be able to visit my comrade's sick mother as soon as possible. Take care of your sick mother for your comrades. The people's hero Chen Fan is a generous, benevolent and righteous person. Not a thief by any means. There are also videos and photos behind the statement from Jay's side in Binhai City. The video is a shopping video of Chen Fan and a video of Chen Fan passing by the live streaming backend without taking anything away. The photo is Chen Fan's shopping receipt. Full of evidence. Chen Fan is a hero who carries the weight for the people and moves forward. Not a thief. Chapter 8. The Boundless Bottom Line. 8 Shifts. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. The Unbreakable Bottom Line. 8 Watch. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward. A few minutes after the news was posted by Jay in Binhai City, the comments section was instantly flooded. The evidence has finally arrived. We can name the hero now. Spicy chicken anchor Li Jian wrongly accused our hero and even live-streamed pity selling, claiming that it was Jay Cha's lax law enforcement and intentional bullying of him. It was clearly this Li Jian who bullied the hero. I really don't understand how people like Li Jian have the face to sell their lives. Even though he earns tens of millions of dollars a month, he still thinks he's miserable. You're right upstairs. This kind of person is so despicable. Our hero wears ordinary old clothes. Li Jian even sold a gift worth hundreds of thousands during a live broadcast. How shameless. The comments section is filled with unanimous attacks on Li Jian. Seeing this, Li Jian's face turned pale. He is flustered. He had already bribed several media outlets and hired many naval forces to drive fishing boats. With his popularity, he can also earn money. But now things are completely reversed. The person he falsely accused is actually a hero of the people. No, there's still a chance. There must be another chance. Li Jian murmured to himself and found a small account to comment on Weibo. Even if Chen Fan is wrongly accused of being a thief, the incident of Chen Fan hitting someone is still true. Chen Fan did something wrong. In the same way, Li Jian went to another place to comment. Afterwards, Li Jian dialed the assistant's phone number again. Assistant. Go buy a navy now. No matter how much it costs. We must turn the tide. Post more posts. If you don't write about Chen Fan being a thief, just write about Chen Fan's assault incident. In Li Jian's perception, being beaten is the losing side. As long as he continues to sell poorly and buys through the navy, he believes he can definitely turn the tables. But, the assistant hesitated, I'm afraid not. Halfway through the assistant's speech, Li Jian's roaring voice came through. No, but. I don't want to hear any excuses from you. I'll pay to hire you. It's your own father. You rely on me to support you. Can't I let you do something? Besides, what happened? Isn't it your fault for not keeping an eye on things? If it weren't for the fact that things really can't be found, how could I mistake Chen Fan for a thief? Your mistake. You carry it on your own. I am a big anchor. Business value is infinite. If you don't help me, I will make it impossible for you to find a job again. After the threat was completed, Li Jian continued to comment, curse and argue. Soon, there were a bunch of people cursing Li Jian below his comments. Isn't it? Do these spicy chicken people still have fans to maintain? Upstairs, you made a mistake. This is definitely not a fan of Li Jian, it's definitely Li Jian's nickname. Who can a normal person do such an insult to a hero? Except for Li Jian, who is unemployed, there is no one left. Stop talking. The situation has turned upside down. Li Jian's loyal fans and assistants have all issued statements. Go and see. Eat the melon. Upon seeing this, Li Jian, who was originally angry, immediately smiled. With the help of my fans and assistants, things will definitely turn around. Damn it, I don't believe that even a big internet celebrity with millions of fans can't handle a disabled veteran. Li Jian immediately went to check on the assistant's updates. Hello everyone, I am Li Jian's assistant. I apologize to everyone. As Li Jian's assistant, I am very sorry. Li Jian is actually not a good person. He has a big temper and often beats and scolds action personnel in his work. At the time of the incident, it was Li Jian who took the initiative. The hero Chen Fan only fought back for self-protection. Li Jian was furious and asked me and other staff members to hit each other, which also incited female fans to take action. Li Jian often scolds his fans SB privately and often uses various means to deceive them into brushing gifts. Besides, Li Jian asked me to buy a navy to deal with the hero Chen Fan after the incident, and I have evidence below this statement. Screenshots of Li Jian cursing fans, hero Chen Fan, and asking his assistant to bribe the navy are also released. Immediately after, the assistant made another recording, which was the phone call he had just been threatened by Li Jian. And the assistant wrote, I'm very sorry to work for such a person, and I'm also very sorry to act recklessly with Li Jian without understanding the hero Chen Fan. I'm very sorry. The comments under the assistant's dynamic were quickly flooded. Isn't Li Jian too disgusting? He can even do the operation of buying a navy. How despicable this is. Listen to the recording. Li Jian knows that the person he wronged is a hero of the people. He doesn't even know how to repent. He even wants to buy a navy to bully the hero of the people. Damn it. How can such people have the face to live in this world? They deceive fans to brush gifts. They even curse fans SB, relying on the people's heroes to live in a stable era, and even attack them. Even if Li Jian dies early, it will be difficult to survive. I am the navy bought by Li Jian. I admit my mistake. I don't want to earn those $2 without conscience. Here, I want to say, Li Jian, you're just a beast stepping on a horse. Seeing this, Li Jian was trembling all over. He didn't expect even his assistant to betray him. And seeing the whole network cursing. Li Ji's peace of mind is like ashes. At this moment, a message popped up on Li Jian's phone. Your fans only love Jian at you in this lifetime. Upon seeing this news, he immediately clicked on it. This otaku fan is his staunch fan, with gifts worth over 100,000 yuan. Li Jian believes that the otaku will definitely speak up for him and stand on his side. However, born into a human being, I am sorry and ashamed to be a fan of Li Jian. On that day, I insulted our people's hero, saying that he did not contribute to society, wasted national food, and wasted social resources. It was my foolishness, and I admit my mistake. And indeed, it was Li Jian who took the initiative on that day. The people's hero Chen Fan was just for legitimate defense. I should not blindly pursue Li Jian and let the people's hero suffer humiliation. I have taken off my fans and haven't changed my username, just to prove that I used to be a loyal fan of Li Jian. The comments section for otaku women is filled with all kinds of fan removal information. I was also a loyal fan of Li Jian. I shed my fans and apologized to the people's heroes. Chen Fan, I'm sorry. Li Jian is deeply trapped in despair. At this moment, he clearly realized that he was finished. I also realized something. That is, no one would choose the latter between the people's heroes and the anchors. The greatness of heroes is indelible. They carry a heavy load and move forward. Their efforts and sacrifices. It's the bottom line of the people. Do not touch. Chapter 9. Official Fist Attack. Jiugeng. Kneel down. You are listening at novel full.audio. Chapter 9. Official Fist Attack. Jiugeng. Kneel down and beg for flowers as a reward. Li Jian is foolish. This is the darkest and most desperate moment of his life. He had never encountered a situation where he was exposed to black material and scolded by most people before. But now it's different. His millions of fans don't have anyone standing on his side. No one understands him, no one says a word for him. Even his loyal fans immediately apologized online for insulting Chen Fan. Am I really finished? No. It's impossible. There must be another chance. Li Jian's brain was spinning rapidly, searching for a solution to the problem. Ding-ling-ling. Ding-ling-ling. At this moment, the phone rang and the screen displayed, Mr. Li. This is the senior public relations officer responsible for Li Jian's live streaming company's Bamboo Live Streaming. Seeing this, the hope that had just disappeared in Li Jian's heart returned. He quickly answered the phone and shouted, Mr. Li. You must help me. Mr. Li once arranged many things for Li Jian, which made him famous throughout the country. Similarly, Li Jian has also brought considerable income to Bamboo Live Streaming. So whenever something happens, the company will handle it for Li Jian and let him continue to make money from his fans. Therefore, Li Jian believes that Bamboo Live Streaming will definitely help him. Just didn't expect, Li Jian. Give you 10 minutes. Immediately record a video on various social media platforms to apologize to Comrade Chen Fan. And explain the truth. Immediately come to the company afterwards. Live stream with the company to apologize. Apologize. After the live broadcast is finished, just get out of here. Regarding the issue of compensation, everything will be according to the contract. After hearing Mr. Li's words, Li Jian's heart once again turned to ashes. This time, he completely recognized reality. No one in this world will help him again, and everything he has worked hard to achieve will be completely destroyed in this day. Why? Li Jian still didn't give up and persisted in muttering. Mr. Li snorted coldly on the other end of the phone. Why? Ha! I'll tell you why. He is a hero. It's for us to live in peace. A hero who uses his life to resist artillery fire. We owe him. We owe all the soldiers. Only they carry the weight and move forward. We can live in peace. Do you understand? I knew you were a bastard who didn't know how to give thanks. I would rather not earn money from you than let something like you slander our hero. I don't know, that's all. If I know, I'll have my assistant arrange for the Navy to harm the hero. Damn it. Animal. Mr. Li finally uttered a foul word and hung up the phone in anger. Mr. Li's angry and passionate words dealt a fatal blow to Li Jian. He remained silent for a few minutes. Then he honestly picked up his phone and recorded the video. Hero Chen Fan, I'm sorry. Speaking, Li Jian bowed. I didn't have any evidence that day. I just saw you holding a gift, and the number of lost items didn't match, so I wrongly accused you of being a thief. I'm really sorry. I incited my fans, bought Navy-made fishing boats, and even wanted to take action against you. I'm sorry. After recording the apology video, Li Jian posted it on his social media website. Afterwards, he felt that the company, its staff, and senior executives apologized through live streaming. During the live broadcast, there was a constant barrage of curses on the barrage. Li Jian. You're really nothing. You even bully heroes. Has your conscience been eaten by dogs? Li Jian. I didn't expect you to be this kind of person. I used to think you were a kind anchor. I didn't expect you to do such a thing. Animals are better than animals. Li Jian. I actually believed what you said. Go insult the hero. Because of this matter. My whole family scolded me. Even my grandmother with dementia was so angry about this that she cried and said I made the national hero feel cold. Li Jian kept apologizing and admitting his mistake during the live broadcast. But netizens paid no attention to Li Jian's performance at all. Because netizens know that no matter how much they say, it's useless. Because the hero was publicly besieged. Being insulted by millions of people. Everyone regrets it. Pain. They are blaming Li Jian while also blaming themselves. Everyone knows. They can live peacefully in times of peace. It is precisely because people like Chen Fan are carrying danger. Mr. Li made a statement during the live broadcast. From now on, I will terminate all cooperation with Li Jian, and all industries under my umbrella will not have any commercial cooperation with Li Jian anymore. Mr. Li's words are very simple, that is to directly eliminate the relationship with Li Jian and directly block it. At the same time as the live broadcast, the Kyushu Communist Youth League also posted an article. They directly at Li Jian. Immediately start. Block all media accounts of Li Jian. The internet will not give any opportunity for tainted anchors to argue. Moreover, ungrateful individuals will not occupy any public resources. The meaning of the Kyushu Communist Youth League is very clear. Block Li Jian from the entire network. At the same time, it is also announcing to the whole country. No one is allowed to chill the hero's heart. No one is allowed to invade the heroes of this country. Afterwards, well-known internet celebrities reposted it one after another, commenting, "Never let heroes chill." Even internet celebrities and partners who used to be good friends with Li Jian have issued statements, stating that they will not have any relationship with Li Jian from now on. Li Jian is finished, he who insulted the hero is finished. From now on. There is no more Li Jian in the online world. The whole network also recognizes one thing clearly. Heroes are inviolable. At the same time, the news also spread to the entire southeast military region. After seeing Chen Fan's situation and learning about his past, someone quickly took action. The highest commander of the Legion goes directly to Chen Fan's residence. Chapter 10. The troops come knocking on their doors and correct the names of heroes. You are listening at novel full.audio. Chapter 10. The troops come to your door and correct the name of the hero. 10th watch. Kneel down and beg for flowers to reward. In the early morning, in the 2000s residential area of Binhai City. A typical two-bedroom apartment on the top floor. Chen Fan, who had just returned from the hospital, opened the door and entered the house. After staying up all night, his eye circles were dark and his white eyes turned slightly red. After entering the door, items such as keys, wallets, etc. are neatly placed at the entrance foyer. The shoes were neatly placed in the shoe cabinet. The entire room was clean, spotless, and everything was arranged in a neat and orderly manner. The TV wall in the living room has been made into a cabinet, on which are photos of Chen Fan's military service. There are also many military merit medals and certificates listed. 8 used bullets are placed in the middle compartment. That was taken from Chen Fan's body. Scar proof, one of the memories of joining the military. Chen Fan took out his newly purchased phone and inserted the phone card. At the first moment of turning on, he entered the phone number of his familiar comrade. "Hello, Gongzi, it's me, Chen Fan. Your mother's condition has stabilized, and the doctor said she should wake up in about 1 or 2 more days. You're welcome. What you should do is that we are comrades in arms, and your mother is my mother. Someone is taking care of me now. I'll come back and pack up some things. I'll go to the hospital later. You're welcome. Only Auntie is at home, and it's not convenient for you to be in the army. It's easy for me to help. If there's anything I can do, I'll contact you again and get back to you. Chen Fan hung up the phone, then washed up and exercised. 2-bedroom, one of which has been specially converted into a gym. Treadmills, horizontal bars, dumbbells, everything you need. Since retiring from the military and recovering physically, Chen Fan has never let up on his exercise. Regular 30-kilometer runs every day, including 1,000 pull-ups, 1,000 push-ups, and more. Therefore, although his body has been severely injured, he is still strong and muscular, appearing thin when dressed, and having flesh when undressed. Ding dong ding dong. While exercising, Chen Fan's doorbell rang. Chen Fan, covered in sweat, went to open the door. Several officers wearing military uniforms stood at the door. Led by Kong Lei, the leader of the Iron Fist troop. Chen Fan could see the military uniforms of Kong Lei and others, and recognized the military ranks on them. Chen Fan was taken aback for a moment. How could such an important figure as the leader appear at his doorstep? However, when I was stunned, I couldn't miss the proper gift. For this, Chen Fan saluted in advance and said, "Hello, Captain." Kong Lei immediately returned a military salute. "Hello, comrades, I am Kong Lei from the Iron Fist Regiment of the Southeast Military Region. They are also from the Iron Fist Regiment." Kong Lei briefly introduced himself. Yesterday's incident caused a great uproar, and their military district received countless messages. After seeing the online news, Kong Lei was also angry and anxious. He knew Chen Fan's name a long time ago, knowing that he was a soldier who disregarded progress for the people. I also know that Chen Fan stands out in both combat and shooting. At that time, due to Chen Fan being a member of another army, Kong Lei was also embarrassed to come forward and dig people. But after yesterday's incident, Kong Lei couldn't sit still anymore. Let Chen Fan be drowned out among ordinary people, that is a waste of talent. And Chen Fan was misunderstood yesterday because he took care of his comrade's mother, which proves that his original intention of being helpful has never changed. An excellent person like this, Kong Lei must never miss again. So Kong Lei took a car overnight to come to his door. It's just to make Chen Fan join the Iron Fist troop. "Hello, Captain, please come in." Chen Fan was very polite and invited Kong Lei and others to come in. Okay. Kong Lei responded and followed into the door. After entering, Kong Lei's gaze scanned the surroundings. I saw the cleanliness of Chen Fan's room and also saw Chen Fan's gym. Looking back on Chen Fan, who was sweating profusely just now, he should have been exercising. Thinking of this, Kong Lei's heart gave a little more affirmation to Chen Fan. After being injured and leaving the army for so long, Chen Fan has never given up on training, which proves that he perseveres and has good habits. After Kong Lei and others sat down, Chen Fan poured water. "Captain, drink water." Chen Fan handed the cup to Kong Lei. Kong Lei nodded and politely smiled at Chen Fan. He opened his mouth and said, "Comrades, I really wronged you yesterday." "What?" Chen Fan didn't react for a moment. The leader of the Iron Fist Regiment, Kong Lei, personally came to his door, which confused him. What does Kong Lei mean by saying this again? Yesterday, wronged. It seems like there was a slight misunderstanding, but it shouldn't have caused so much trouble that even the leader of the Iron Fist team knows about it. Chen Fan's phone is broken and he is not enthusiastic about the internet, so he doesn't know anything about speaking up afterwards. But don't worry. The J side of Binhai City and the Kyushu Communist Youth League have already clarified for you, and netizens across the internet have also apologized to you. Comrades, you've really been wrong this time. If you have made so many contributions to the country and the people back then, the country will never forget. You can see from yesterday's incident. The country is on your side. If you have any difficulties, the country will clarify it for you. Of course. Our army will not forget the contribution you have made. I admire you. I admire you very much. Kong Lei laughed and said a lot, with the aim of giving Chen Fan some confidence. It also made Chen Fan aware that the country and the military have always valued him and will not let him be wronged or wronged. Captain, just say whatever you have, I don't understand. Chen Fan felt helpless. Kong Lei came in and said something strange, he couldn't understand a single word. This. Kong Lei said in a halting tone. After talking for a while, Chen Fan didn't get on the right track. However, upon closer inspection of Chen Fan's expression and state, it didn't seem like he was pretending. Kong Lei asked, you don't even know what happened after you left Goodall Mall yesterday. So let's investigate, is there anything else? Chen Fan was even more confused. I was taking care of my comrade's mother in the hospital yesterday and last night, and my phone was also broken. I didn't receive any news from outside. Captain, did something big happen? After careful consideration, Chen Fan felt that what Kong Lei said seemed not so simple. What country doesn't make him feel cold, and the military always remembers him and so on. Is this related to what he encountered yesterday? Comrades in arms. Kong Lei sighed as he looked at Chen Fan. He felt a deep reverence in his heart. Despite such a big incident, Chen Fan was completely focused on taking care of his comrade's mother and had no idea about the situation outside. It can be seen that Chen Fan's heart is incredibly pure, and he also has a passionate passion. Faced with such a person, Conriso stopped beating around the bush. Comrades, what we just said was just a prelude to preparing for the next thing. I wanted to get to know you well, let's talk more before we get to know each other. Looking at my comrade's situation now, I believe they are also straightforward people, so I won't say much more. In fact, we came here personally for only one purpose, which is to hope that you will return to the army.